Welcome to Fight Faction. So, bringing you a review of the weekend's action, just from two builds we were able to see in the UK. So you could say it's Hughie Lewis and the news / Fury. First off, from Victoria Warehouse, Trafford Road, Manchester, it was the Hughie Fury versus Chris Norad bill. Starting off with Marcel Braithwaite at bantamweight, 1.6 Jake Pollard. Thoughts on this? Well, Braithwaite was workmanlike, it was a competitive fight. Pollard seemed to be struggling to sort of survive at the end. Where does Braithwaite go from this? It's obviously he's going to be targeting some of the minor belts in the UK, with probably a hope to get a British title. But he has lost once already after only 8 starts. Next up we saw Savannah Marshall, KO1, Borislava Goranova, the veteran of 70 fights, with only 11 wins. So it was first round KO, body shot, easy job for Marshall. So Savannah Marshall moves up the division, but yet there's only 17 competitors in the women's super middleweight category. So she may have to move up again at some point in the future, or even move down to get the bigger fights. Also on the bill was Mick Hennessy's son, also Michael Hennessy Jr., making his pro debut against Adam Grabiak, another veteran. He had a sort of an easy points victory over 6 rounds, which was pretty much expected, but he does look relaxed going into the fight, looking for bigger things for him in the future. But obviously, let's take it slow. Another undercard fight saw a guy coming back from Mexico and Canada, a former British fighter, wishing to come back now and put his name in the mix. Super featherweight, and his name is Alex Dilmagani. So Dilmagani is 18-1 going in, now 19-1 after the 8th round stoppage over Martin Pariagi. It was a competitive fight, be that as it may. Pariagi was unable to continue after sustaining an injury to the left hand. He was competitive all the way through. He came in at 25 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw prior to this, and made a good account for himself. I understand that Dilmagani wanted a good test coming back to the UK after spending some time out in both Canada and Mexico. In the preview we said he'd gone through a lot of Mexican gyms, learning a lot of new techniques, fighting in Mexico I think around about 5 times, and also in Canada about 6 or 7 times. So he's been on the road for the last few years, since 2013. He lost some points over 4 rounds years ago in 2011 versus Michael Coveney, who was a respectable journeyman. So a 4-round points loss is not going to really count much at the moment. He looks to be an improved fighter since he's been here the last time. Obviously got some good experience with some good fighters. Looking at his record here, and he's been against fighters like Miguel Gonzalez, 23-8-1, 17-5, Ulysses Perez, and Tuamo Ironen, 19-4 in Canada. So he's been, on the road, learning his craft, and having come back now, I think he could be a force in the super featherweight division. He's already calling out the British champion, so he'll be ready for that fight after seeing his performance. He's definitely one to look out for. Predicting right now he can probably go at least European level, if not the world level, so good luck to him in his journey. So last up on the top of the bill was Hughie Fury facing Chris Norad. Norad undefeated going in. Fury was 21-2 going in, and with a wealth of experience already under his belt against the likes of Joseph Parker and Kubrat Pulev. Obviously losing those fights, but gaining a lot of experience. And he's still young, so he can still get there. This fight was against Chris Norad. The guy came in out of shape, and he went the 2 rounds, and he looked a bit sort of out of his depth, really. It wasn't a good fight for Fury to be having at this stage. I think he should have had a better test. So where he goes from here, we're not sure. Fury currently ranked at number 5 in the UK, which is respectable because above him he has Joshua Tyson Fury's cousin, Dillian White and Derek Chisora. Underneath him is Dave Allen, Joe Joyce, Nathan Gorman, David Price and Daniel Dubois. I don't think he should fight a British rival at the moment. I think this should be going in probably with a heavyweight from probably other parts of the globe. So looking at the box rec at the moment, I'm going to say maybe he should fight Marco Huck, Helenius, even Ajit Gabriel, European champion. There's a lot of different names, even Gerald Washington, Dimitrenko. There's a lot of people he could just get in the ring with, keep working towards his goal. I don't know if he's going to be a world champion at any point, but obviously he believes he can, and it's up to him to prove us wrong. So good luck to Hughie. So that's it for the British bill. So also the 25th of May, we have the Devin Haney versus Antonio Moran of Mexico City, fighting for the World Boxing Council International Lightweight title and the World Boxing Organization Intercontinental Lightweight title. So without further ado, I'll start off the bill with Danaya Yelusinov versus Luis Norambueno. Yelusinov basically won a shutout over 6 rounds over the guy who was going in 3-1-1. It wasn't a great performance. I think this guy should revert back to his amateur style a bit more to get success. That's what brought him success in the first place. I think Eddie Unek was what were you thinking as fans? Next up was Filip Hrgovic versus Gregory Corbin. He won TKO 1. I thought the referee was a bit premature in stopping the fight, although Corbin did look out of his depth in the time he was already in there. Hrgovic now moves to 8-0 and obviously look for bigger fights now. Where he goes next, I don't know. Some people are saying maybe a Joe Joyce fight, but that's not going to happen. I think they're both moving in one direction, and there's going to be a few hiccups on the road before they both meet sort of near the top. If it does happen, wow, it's got me fooled. Other people are mentioning Ify Jagba, but I think, I'm sure Hrgovic beat him one time in the amateur ranks, so I don't think Jagba will want to fight him at this point in time. I think all 3 boxers mentioned there are going to go on their learning sort of curve and meet later on in the next couple of years. As a side note, I seen another result. Arnold Jerkjai, former David Hay victim in 2 rounds, was it? And I think he won in points over Elvis Moyos, so he's now 33-3. Why not fight someone like him? I don't think Jerkjai will give a good account of himself against the likes of Joyce or any of those guys, but maybe someone a bit lower down the rankings again would suit that sort of opponent. Next up, we saw Michael Hunter TKO 2 Fabio Maldonado. Maldonado has lost now 3 in a row. Lost to Oscar Rivas on points for 10 rounds, Alexander Teslenko over 10 rounds, and now TKO 2 Michael Hunter. This was for the World Boxing Association International Heavyweight title, as if he needed another belt. Hunter moves to 17-1. It was a good performance. The referee got the stoppage bang on. I don't think Maldonado was in no fit state to continue. I don't think he wanted to continue regardless. I think he was looking for the way out, unfortunately. These things do happen. Then we had Jessica McCaskill, 1 points over 10 against Anaheim Esther Sanchez. Pretty much dominated the fight for the WBA and the WBC World Female Super Lightweight title. I'll be honest, I didn't watch this fight. I just looked at the results now. Fight News was saying it was an all-action fight, so good for them girls to have a fight on the undercard. Good luck to them both. Which finally leaves us with Devin Haney going in 21-0 against Antonio Moran, 24-3 going in for the World Boxing Council International Lightweight title and the World Boxing Council Intercontinental Lightweight title. Well, this was a competitive fight, but it was one-sided in my opinion. I think there's only going to be one winner, and it was a great setup by Haney with a hook to the body and then a big right hand over the top, completely taking out Moran. Good performance for this young prospect, if you can call him that. Now he's 22-0 and still only 20 years old, so big things for this guy in the future. I've read a lot about his ambitions and promotional company. I also watched his last couple of fights, so I'm sold on this guy. He's good. I'm looking forward to seeing how far he goes in the future. He's now ranked number 12 by BoxRec, 4 in the US, and he's obviously chasing the bigger names like Teofimo Lopez, Robert Easter Jr., Mikey Garcia. Obviously, Mikey Garcia moves up. One of those fights will come off in the future, I'm sure. Just got to keep winning. I think being number 12 in the world rankings by BoxRec could move up a bit more. You've got Emmanuel Targo, Javier Fortuna, even Anthony Crawler still active. So anyone of those guys keep moving up. I think the Crawler fight would be not a bad fight in the UK, seeing as Haney's been fighting on the Eddie Hearn Matchroom cards. Why not? So that was it for the UK fight previews, what we watched on the weekend in the UK. I'm probably going to do another one now for the US ESPN bills and the internet side of things. Bye for now.